Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
So we're from the second group and we will explain about the grammatical problem in academic translation. First is definition of grammatical problem. So grammatical problem in translation arise from difference in language structure. In academic text, often use passive voice, difference in tense and aspect, and sometimes academic article use sentence complexity. That's why this problem arise in grammatical problem in translation, in translating academic text. So the first problem is passive voice. It will be explained by RAFFAEL.
Okay, so in the passive voice is often used in academic English for an objective tone, but not all language is used it in the same way. So the center may need to change it to the active voice, and then for the sentence complexity said by
Okay, next is the sentence complexity. Academic text often contain long sentences with many clauses that are difficult to process. Another challenge in sentence complexity, academic text is have multiple clauses, which can be difficult to process. Translating such sentences may result in confusion. Therefore, translator often need to break down complex sentences into shorter ones without pushing important information. Next will be
So the last problem from grammatical problem is the difference between tense and aspect. As you can see in the mind map, the problem is not only sentence complexity and passive voice. Also, difference in tense and aspect also contribute to grammatical problems. Academic texts require consistency in tenses usage, especially when presenting research findings or discussing theories. Translators must carefully choose the appropriate tense in the target language to maintain clarity and coherence. The next session from our presentation is question and answer. The first question will be answered by RAFFAEL.
Okay, so the first question is analyze why this type of problem occurs in academic translation. So the answer is problems in academic translation often stem from the specialized nature of the content, and then academic fields use precise terms that may not have direct equivalence in the target language. And then for the second question is presented by RIZQI.
Okay, thank you. So for the second question is about provide your example and explain the difficulty. So here example is sustainable livelihood, which in Indonesia, we underline the word livelihood, but in Indonesia livelihood might be translated as mata pencaharian. But in different contexts, neither fully capture the holistic multi-dimensional concept of livelihood as used in development studies. Okay, so for the next question, will be held by RAGIL.
Okay, the next is question number 4. How would the misunderstanding this problem affect the overall meaning of text? Our answer is misunderstanding this problem can lead to significant misinterpretations of research findings, methodologies, and theoretical arguments. Mistranslated. If key terms are mistranslated, readers might draw incorrect conclusions from the data or analysis presented in the text. And the last questions will be answered by ZAMZAMI again.
Okay, thank you for the last question. It's about what strategies would you recommend to overcome this problem? So, the first one is terminology, which is uses specialist dictionaries, also glossaries from international organizations. glossaries, which a footnote or a glossary entry explaining the specific meaning used in the text. And the fourth, maintain clarity over literally. Prioritize the accurate transfer of meaning and intent over a word-for-word translation. And the last one is adopt terms with explanation.